Kim retorted by calling me a few nasty names. This led to a messy shouting match between the team bride and the team groom. Police were called, and they were all escorted out of the shop. After this whole thing happened, Kim went missing. This is when I fought with Roy and went to stay at my friend's home. Kim wasn't answering her phone or at any of her friends' or relatives' places. Roy and Yami searched for her everywhere, worried for her safety, then found her at a distant relative's house the next morning. Yami had called me to ask if I knew where Kim might have gone. At the hospital, when I was inside the doctor's office, I had a full-blown panic attack. I started to hyperventilate with a high pulse rate. I passed out, then regained consciousness for a few seconds before passing out again. I just remember a needle piercing my butt. I was knocked out for a whole day. I woke up on my bed at my parents' house. Nobody asked me anything or spoke to me about what had happened. My mom smiled sweetly when she saw me wake up and asked if I wanted coffee. It felt good to put off thinking about the wedding and the fallout at a later time. My sister, Maya, hugged me while I slept that night. I remember my heart feeling warm and tears running down my cheeks. She kept saying everything would be okay, to have faith in God, and that it was okay to cry and let it all out. The next morning, I got a call from Roy. I picked up, and he asked me where I was, and I said I was at home. He said he wanted to meet me at his place to sit down and resolve our differences. I said okay, I'll be there. I can move on only if I end this chapter of my life once and for all. My dad drove me, Maya, and my mom to Roy's place. Roy, Kim, Yami, and his uncle were there. I know it's silly, but I hoped Roy understood his mistakes and would apologize to me. And boy, was I wrong. When we all sat down, Roy started yelling at me for making a scene at the wedding dress store. He went on to tell me how Kim went missing, how she was so upset because of the things my mom had said to her that she could have harmed herself, how his mom and he had to drive around the city all night in search of Kim, and how I was so heartless not to answer Yami's call. I calmly asked him where I was that night. I, like Kim, hadn't answered my phone too. I, too, was upset because of our fight. Did the thought of my well-being ever cross his mind? He went quiet for a few seconds, then tried to say something, fumbling his words. It didn't even make any sense. I told him I now know who is more important to him,